We're live at Lexington High School, and we are back with some Lexington girls basketball. I'm Austin Raish. I'm once again joined by Duncan Maloney.
It's great to be here, Austin. Lexington on a little bit of a high right now, coming off 2 straight wins, one here in Lexington, one on the road. Back here in Lexington again. I'm interested to see how they can compete against this competitive Wilmington team.
Yeah, the last time we were here, they handled Belmont pretty easily. They defeated them by 18 points, and throughout the whole game, really, they had a pretty comfortable lead.
Yeah, it was really about the mistakes that Belmont made versus the great plays that Lexington made. So I'll be interested to see if Lexington can continue to make good plays while capitalizing on the Wilmington mistakes.
As you can see, the game is just about to get underway. Kate Aguirre is jumping for Lexington, and it's Wilmington off the tip. The pass tipped and stolen away by Kate Aguirre. She goes down the floor, gives it to her sister Maddie Aguirre. Her shot no good, no whistle.
Letting them play right now early, Austin. Love to see it from the refs.
This is Annabelle Cook for Wilmington. She loses it out of bounds off of Maddie Parks, so Wilmington will keep the ball.
Aggressive start for both teams. Ball going back and forth. No points so far. We are very early in this game.
Inside, and a whistle and a travel called on Annabelle Cook.
Looked like Lily Metzger thought she was going to get called there for a second, kept her arms up, but all along it was a travel. Lexington had a lot of travels last game. See how they can improve tonight.
This is Maddie Aguirre. She gives it inside to Lily Metzger. Back out to Kate Aguirre. Her three-pointer is up, in and out. And Wilmington controls the rebound.
It's important not to get scared right now of that three-point line. It's going to be a friend late in the game.
Annabelle Cook. This is a three-pointer up and no good by Eva Boudreau. Now Maddie Parks down the other end. Gets it to Kate Aguirre after a wild pass. Lily Metzger for three, no good.
A little bit of a miscommunication there on Lexington's part.
This is Alessandra Del Genio, maybe. Defended by Stella Cornetti. Inside to Eva Boudreau. Her shot is no good, but a foul. Lily Metzger picks one up. She looks to disagree with that call.
Not sure there, Austin. That did look a little bit like a all arm there, not necessarily hitting the ball on that play.
Lexington fouls on number 11, Lily Metzger, her first personal foul. Team's first shooting.
First free throw bounces home, and we have our first points of the game.
A little bit late in the game to get our first points. Interesting. Maybe more of a defensive matchup tonight.
Second one is good. So Wilmington with an early 2-0 lead here. Now Stella Cornetti gives it to Maddie Parks. Up ahead to Lily Metzger. She drives inside. Can't bank it home. Rebound is fought for, and a jump will be called. Lexington has possession, so they will keep it.
Shots just not falling here early for Lexington. Can't let that discourage them. Can't let them try and find new ways. Just keep doing it. It will fall. See if they learn here.
Lily Metzger gives it inside to Kate Aguirre. Tries to go up and under, no good. Metzger with the rebound, throws it up, no good. Rebound tipped and taken away by Wilmington. This is Eva Boudreau, drives inside. And a push is going to be called on Lexington.
Just tough luck early here for Lexington. Very aggressive underneath the hoop, but just can't seem to get anything to go through the net right now. Yet only 2-0, so it is a very manageable game at this point.
Kate Aguirre picked up the foul there. That shot is up and off. Rebound tipped. And a whistle out of bounds. Lexington will keep the ball.
Aggressive play by Wilmington, try and get under the hoop. Doesn't really feel like anyone's on Wilmington is going for that three-point line early, going for the paint.
Stella Cornetti drives inside, floats one up and in, and Lexington has their first points of the game.
The shift they needed right now, Austin. Lexington needs to step up defensively here as they have been.
This is Alessandra Del Genio with the ball. Stolen away by Lily Metzger. She gives it to Stella Cornetti. Back to Metzger. She keeps it in the front court. One-on-one, she drives, kicks it back out. Aguirre for three. That's good. That's Kate Aguirre.
What an
it down.
exceptional possession there by Lily Metzger, from the steal to keeping it in bounds to that eagle-eye pass. That was amazing. And then Kate Aguirre to finish it off with a three.
Now Annabelle Cook. That's actually Jessica Collins for Wilmington. Drives inside, can't get the shot. That's Olivia Spizocco, one of their captains. Now Stella Crenity gives it to Metzger. Fakes the three. Gives it to Maddie Aguirre. Her three-pointer is up and off. Rebound tipped. It goes to Kate Aguirre. Puts up a tough shot. Can't get it to roll in. And now Wilmington controls.
Looks like Delgino was going for a football pass there to Bedreau. Just couldn't get it to work.
Jessica Collins drives inside. Goes with the reverse. It's no good. Rebounded by Maddie Parks. Parks gets past her defenders. Lexington has a 3-on-1, and Parks can't get it to go. Unlucky roll. And now Metzger with the rebound, and a foul will be called on the floor on Wilmington.
Nothing, I mean nothing, is falling right now. It is a wasteland of baskets, a graveyard of missed shots.
Stella Crenity gets it into Maddie Parks. She gives it back to Crenity. Now Crenity gives it to Kate Aguirre. Drives inside, puts up a tough shot, no good.
Feels like some of these shots might be getting rushed here, Austin. Not sure they're getting the best shots that their court's giving them.
Alessandra Del Genio can't get it to go. Rebound poked around. Stella Crenity comes away with it after getting the pass from Maddie Aguirre. Maddie Aguirre gives it to Kate Aguirre. Back out to Crenity. She's going to try a three. Knocks it down.
That's a big play right there, Austin. Burned it through the net.
Lexington leads by 6 with just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now Alessandra Del Genio looked like she had some trouble getting the ball up the court there. Now she has it inside, can't bank it home. And another empty possession for Wilmington. Now a great defensive play by Olivia Spizocco, getting the steal for Wilmington.
Exceptional play. It feels like there's a bit of a communication miss.
Ball's on the ground, stolen away by Maddie Parks. Nice find to Stella Crenity, and an easy two.
Lexington is just starting to click right now. The shots are starting to go through. It is dangerous right now for Wilmington. They need to take control of this game before the game takes control of them.
Now Eva Boudreau, defended by Kate Aguirre. Gives it to Alessandra Del Genio. She fakes, drives, and a timeout is going to be taken by Wilmington. They have a lot to talk over. Lexington got out to an 8-point lead early, and Wilmington just can't seem to get anything to go. They got 2 early points, but it's been nothing since then.
Austin, it doesn't really seem like there's a ton of ball movement right now. Seems like we're seeing a lot of the same people get the ball. Del Genio, Boudreau, Roche, but it feels like we're missing most of the Wilmington lineup. They're not moving the ball like they want to. You can tell clearly from the facial expressions they're making. They're just not having it right now. And it was working early because Lexington wasn't, the shots were not going down, but now the shots are starting to flow like water, and it's getting to be a bit of a problem for Wilmington. They're only down 8, and there is 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. But this is a lot like what we saw at Belmont. They had to take a timeout because things were getting out of hand. We'll see if they can get things to work here. Interested to see how the lineup changes for both teams. Starters, some of the starters probably coming out of the game at this point.
Checking in for Lexington is Eliza Jacob and Ananya S. Yeah, I am still not going to try to pronounce her last name.
See what Wilmington do. They have possession here, so a little bit of offense to do. Only 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Quick pass inside, can't get it to go. Jessica Collins had a good look, just couldn't get it. Now a pass for Stella Criniti gets stolen away.
Not the best pass there, Austin. A little bit of another not great pass there by Wilmington this time.
Eliza Jacob comes up with the ball. Looks like Wilmington tried to get a jump there, but it didn't work. Now Maddie Parks has it. She gives it to Eliza Jacob. Now Kata Guris gives it to Criniti, gets a screen. Criniti's going to try a three. No good as a Wilmington player hit the deck.
Looked like a bit of a screen that caused that player to hit the deck there for Wilmington.
Ball pass tipped, kept in by Maddie Parks.
Great play by Parks there. Keep the play alive. Here comes Criniti.
Inside to Kata Guris. Her shot's no good. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Here's Eva Boudreau on the drive. Can't get the shot to go. Well defended by Kata Guris.
Sounded like she got a piece of the ball there.
Eliza Jacob with a nice find to Stella Criniti. She can't get the layup to go. Now Alessandra Del Genio. Gives it to Boudreau, back to DeGenio, out of bounds, and Lexington will take the ball.
Boudreau and Del Genio seem to be working really well together, but there goes Boudreau out of the game for number 11, Cassidy Smith. So we'll see what happens. Skylar Spencer checks into the game for Lexington.
So the game slowing down now. Stella Criniti controls it for Lexington. And now looks like an offensive foul called on, I believe, Eliza Jacob.
Lexington fouls on number 10, Alyssa Jacob for first personal foul.
It's
Team
a tough
third.
play to take there for Lexington. They're trying to build up this lead, and you can't waste any possessions.
This is Olivia Spizocco with just under a minute left, defended by Eliza Jacob. And that pass dropped and out of bounds by Cassidy Smith. Another empty possession for Wilmington. And now Emma Stump, one of their captains, is going to check in. Maddie Parks will take a seat.
It's a tough possession there for Wilmington. They haven't had any points other than free throws tonight, so
Anunya with
step it up.
wide open look for three, no good. Rebound by Wilmington. She almost stepped out of bounds there. Now the ball is kicked around.
Looked like she tried to throw it off Stump there. Didn't really work, though.
Now a whistle and a double dribble is going to be called on Cassidy Smith.
Roach coming in for Spazuka on the Wilmington side. Only 35 seconds left, so want to get some late points here if you're Lexington and Wilmington for that matter.
Emma Stump has it poked away. Stella Criniti grabs it. She gives it back to Stump, who gives it to Anunya. Now Criniti in the corner. Gives it to Eliza Jacob. She drives inside, knocks it down.
A little Sunday drive down the lane there for Eliza Jacob. That was a great possession by Lexington. Only 5 seconds left here. See what Wilmington can do.
Pass tipped away. Shot is up and no good at the buzzer. It looked like she might have gotten it off. That was Alessandra Del Genio. So a very solid first quarter for Lexington. They lead by 10. Only gave up 2 points throughout that entire quarter. That was impressive.
Yeah, Austin, if some of the shots on offense went down, I think it would be a completely different game. We're talking almost blowout levels. But I think as long as we're having a strong defensive game, we can afford some of those misses. Not saying we want to, but we can afford to have some of those misses. Considering the defense, it's a padlock right now. You cannot break it. And Wilmington needs to try and find the tools in their toolbox to try and break it. I don't know what that is right at this moment.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. This is very similar to the Belmont game. Lexington grabbed an early lead, and right now it doesn't look like that lead is going anywhere. And that's got to be what they're talking about right now on the sidelines. How do we keep this lead? Right now, they don't have to do many things different from what they were just doing.
Yeah, some of those shots, it's the way the ball bounces. That quarter, it didn't really bounce for either team. You just got to hope it starts to bounce for Lexington a little bit more. If you're Wilmington, you really need to step up the communication. A lot of missed passes, a lot of steals, a lot of empty possessions. You cannot have that when you're trailing by 10 points. You just can't, Austin. believe it is Wilmington ball off the start, so we will see what Wilmington can do. Eva Boudreau on the inbound.
So Boudreau gets the pass right back after giving it to Alessandra Del Genio. Now she gets it back. He gets it inside. Nice find.
That's Bresnahan right there. His first points of the game. Coming off the bench. Great play there.
That's Wilmington's first actual bucket of this game. Now Skylar Spencer gives it inside to Emma Stump. Her shot is up and no good.
The shots aren't falling, but the ball movement is great right now from Lexington. They cannot give that up. That is the key to winning this game.
Now here's Eva Boudreau. Gets a screen. Tries to get inside. Has it stolen away by Spencer.
Great defense play by Spencer. Now a little bit of a rush here for Lexington.
Eliza Jacob goes inside and gets it to fall.
Great possession defensively and offensively by Lexington there. Very strong. This team looks impeccable right now.
Alessandro Del Genio lost it for a second. Gets it to Boudreau. Inside, Bresnahan again lays it on.
Just keep feeding Bresnahan under the hoop if you're Wilmington. That is the only thing that is working right now.
Now here's Stella Craniti. Gets a wide open look. Can't get it. Rebounded by Emma Stump. She gives it back to Craniti. She's going to try another three. That one's off again.
That was a very physical play there down the corner. Surprised nothing was called.
Bresnahan again. Oh wait, that is Roche. That is not Bresnahan. Yeah. Stella Craniti has it for Lexington. Now she's open. She's going to try it. Can't get it to go. Skylar Spencer with the rebound, and she will head to the line.
Right now it seems like Wilmington's really working in the paint right now, getting those plays off the backboard. Just got to keep that up if you're Wilmington and hope that you can continue to be strong defensively. Looks like some players about to be checking in after this free throw shot. A host of Minutemen come back into the game.
So that is Maddie Parks, Kata Gurris, and Sam Fortier. And Emma Stump, Stella Craniti, and Anunya are coming out.
Big change in lineup there for Lexington.
Second free throw is no good. So an empty trip for Lexington there.
That's tough, but they've been playing strong defensively. Here comes Bresnahan again. Oh my goodness, Austin. Wilmington is right back in this game.
Here's Maddie Parks with it for Lexington. In need of a bucket to regain some confidence. She drives inside and she gets fouled. With 5:55 left to play in the second quarter.
Let's hope they can get something on this trip to the line. The castle's starting to fall. The villagers are starting to revolt, and the villagers in this case being Wilmington. Let's see if Lexington can protect the castle at the free throw line.
First one is good.
If I'm Wilmington, I am not taking another shot from the three-point line because everything seems to be going well in the paint.
Yeah, and now Bresnahan is going to check out, and Jessica Collins will come in. So Bresnahan has scored 6 of Wilmington's 8 points this quarter.
Interesting call there by Wilmington. So let's see how it pays off if this offensive possession can be something.
Now here's Olivia Spizocco. Can't get the shot to fall. Sam Fortier on the rebound.
Gotta think if Bresnahan would have made that, especially after she just got taken out of the game.
Here's Maddie Parks for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Skylar Spencer. Back to Parks. She drives inside, gives it to Kata Gurris, and an easy 2.
This is a very uncomfortable lead because it's enough lead to be like, we have a solid lead, but also a few buckets, and this is a close game once again.
Alessandro Del Genio tries to go to a reverse, hits the bottom of the rim, but it will go out of bounds, and Wilmington will keep it. Now Stella Craniti will check, not Stella Craniti, Lily Metzger will check in for Skylar Spencer.
18-10 right now, about 5 minutes left in the half. Wilmington has definitely closed this one up. Not the best pass there, Austin.
Definitely not the best pass. Kata Gurris comes up with the steal. She gives it to Eliza Jacob. Lily Metzger inside to Kata Gurris. He puts it up, can't get it to fall. Nice offensive rebound by Eliza Jacob. Now Maddie Parks drives inside, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. And Bresnahan looks like she's going to check back in again after not a short time on the bench.
Smart call by the coaching staff there. Get her, maybe it was to get her a little rest so she could be rested and ready to have a second half surge. We'll see how it does right now. 4:57 left in the second. Lexington possession.
Maddie Parks tries to find Kata Gurris. It will be tipped out of bounds, so Lexington will keep it.
It's been a very aggressive defensive game so far. Both teams are getting buckets, but it's still very aggressive defensively.
Now we're going to get a hold called on Eva Boudreau.
Tough penalty there, tough foul there to take for Wilmington. Game moves fast. You got to keep up pace.
They get the pass into Sam Fortier. Lily Metzger at the top of the key. Back to Fortier. Kicks it back out to Eliza Jacob. Now a whistle and a travel will be called on Jacob. That was a problem we saw in the Belmont game. There weren't many problems from that game, but traveling was certainly one of them.
Yeah, only 2 so far right now, so not too much of a worry, but you got to nip that in the bud. Almost a great play there by Jacob.
They go back to Bresnahan, and another 2 for her.
Get the fire extinguishers out of the first aid kit, Austin. She is on fire right now.
Now Lily Metzger gets it inside, and she gets 2.
That is how you respond. Strong moves here by Wilmington. Lexington comes back, hitting just as hard. That's what you love to see.
Inside, Jessica Collins can't get it to go. Ball tipped out of bounds. Wilmington will keep it. And now Priya Pablo will check in for Lexington. Eliza Jacob will go out. Well, Priya Pablo in the game against Belmont, she hit a 3 that really got the crowd going and sparked Lexington to get their momentum back and regain the lead.
Could always use some more momentum. Let's see what she can do this time.
Now a hard foul. Looks like this is going to be on the floor. That's called on Priya Pablo. Now Stella Crenity comes back in. Sam Fortier comes back out. Just over 4 minutes to play. Lexington has an 8-point lead, and Wilmington will inbound. That pass stolen away by Parks down the sideline, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds.
That was a great play by Parks there. Obviously didn't end the way we wanted to, but strong defensive plays cannot be discounted.
Boudreau does get it in to Olivia Spizocco. She gives it to Jessica Collins, back to Spizocco. And Spizocco will shoot 2 free throws. She can cut Lexington's lead down to 6 if she makes both of these.
Free throws are free points, Austin. You can't leave them up on the board. They're going to come back to bite you later in the game. It's important to make these shots. Let's see if they can.
First one goes down. Second one is no good. Rebounded by Kata Gurris.
Lexington could use a nice possession here. Let's see what they'll make of it.
Lily Metzger gives it to Stella Crenity. A little bit of a stumble there. She regains her balance, keeps the ball. Now Kata Gurris pulls up for 3. That's off. Out of bounds. It will go to Wilmington.
Great save there by Stella Crenity. Could have fell right on the floor. Great job regaining her balance, keeping the play alive.
Now Eva Boudreau takes it inside. Can't get the shot to go. Offensive rebound. Bounces home for Alessandra Del Genio.
Her first points of the night for Del Genio. Great passing here.
Yeah, deep pass to Kata Gurris. Now Stella Crenity inside, loses it. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Eva Boudreau.
The refs are letting them play right now.
Boudreau inside, can't get it. Now a whistle and foul is going to be called on Wilmington, on Jessica Collins.
The Wilmington foul on
Maddie Aguirre back into the game. Lily Metzger checking out. Dalginio coming back out of the game. It's going to be Cassidy Smith coming in for the Wilmington team.
3 minutes left to play in the first half as Stella Criniti gives it to Priya Pabla, who gives it to Maddie Aguirre. Back to Pabla. Criniti looks like she tried to drive inside. Now Pabla does drive inside, can't get the shot to go. And the rebound will go to Wilmington. And now there's a whistle.
That was for a sub there on Wilmington. That seemed a little bit confusing there. Didn't think everyone on the court was ready for that one. But nonetheless, it'll keep the game moving.
Now Anunya S checks in for Lexington. Priya Pabla goes out. Now the pass somehow finds Cassidy Smith. Now Jessica Collins gets it inside somehow after it was tipped.
Goodness.
Alessandra Del Genio comes away with it. Now it's just a 3-point game.
That's a wild possession, but you got to take advantage of those possessions, Austin. If the ball don't lie, if the ball's going to give it to you, you got to take it.
After a dangerous pass, Maddie Parks can't hit it, but Kate Aguirre gets the offensive rebound. Or that.
Wilmington's cut this game. Oh no! She falls down, and that is a.
And a timeout was taken by Wilmington before Stella Criniti could do anything.
That is quick thinking by head coach Jessica Robinson on Wilmington, stopping it before it could get out of hand. It's only a 5-point game right now, Austin. Seems like Wilmington's got the wheels moving a little bit.
I think Lexington appreciates that timeout because they have a lot to discuss. This lead has been shrinking. It's at 5 right now, which is, you would like it to be a lot bigger than that given how their last 2 games have gone. So again, there's only about 2 minutes left in this half. So they have to talk about how they want to close this half out, and then they'll have all of halftime to discuss how they want to play the second half.
Austin, it seems like Wilmington is really utilizing the paint and getting those shots off the backboard down low. Almost feels like Lexington should try and take some inspiration from that because it seems to be working for Wilmington. And I think ball movement is another big thing. Wilmington has really worked on their ball movement this second half of the second quarter. And I don't think Lexington's has declined, but it hasn't necessarily improved. Be interested to see how that continues to develop. Almost at this point, you want to get to the half, just so you can get a clean slate, get some rest.
They get it into Jessica Collins. Bresnahan was waiting to check in before the timeout. She does now. Now they give it to Roche. Dangerous pass to Spizocco. That pass almost stolen away by Parks. Now Jessica Collins drives inside, banks it home. Back to a 3-point game.
Wilmington is using their fundamentals. They're not taking crazy shots. They're doing what works. Here goes Anunya, big 3.
Got it.
Bang! That one falls.
That is a big shot for Lexington. They're back up by 6, and that might give them the momentum they need to finish this half out.
Anunya with the smoking gun there. That was a great shot, wide open. Wilmington's got to really tighten up their defense.
Here's Roche with the ball. Gives it to Collins. And Maddie Parks tried to poke it out, but she will get called for a foul. 1:22 left in the first half as Eva Boudreau will check in. Olivia Spizocco will come out. They get it into Roche. They try to get it to Bresnahan. Now they do after a tip. She gives it to Collins. Collins is going to pull up and knock it down.
Goodness! What a shot there. Sometimes it's skill, sometimes it's luck. That time was a little bit of both.
They do rule that a 3, so Lexington, their lead is back down to 3 with just under a minute to go. Stella Criniti steps back for a long 2 and knocks it down.
That's how you answer back. You take an uppercut to the face, you got to give it right back. Ooh.
Now the ball stolen away by Maddie Parks. She gives it to Criniti. She's just going to shoot it. Can't get it. Offensive rebound by Parks. Puts it up and in.
Great possession there. Parks and Trinity working together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Maddie Parks almost makes another great steal. Falls back into Wilmington hands though.
25 seconds left in the first half. As Alessandra Del Genio has it for Wilmington. She gives it to Roche. Pass almost stolen. Bresnahan's going to try a three. That's no good. Rebound fought for, taken by Maddie Parks. She gives it to Ananya. It's a 3-on-1 for Lexington. Crenady gives it inside to Ananya. She can't get it.
5 seconds, gotta get a shot up
Gets
here.
her on rebound. Stella Crenady for three. No good. And that will do it for the first half. A wild ending, but as it stands, Lexington leads it by 7.
If you're Lexington right now, you got to go into the locker room and just hope that you come out with a bit more stability. You want shots made. You don't want any crazy possessions like that. You keep the defense tightened up, and you just got to hope the shots continue to fall for you. If you're Wilmington, that is a great end to the half after an atrocious start where they only made free throws, Austin. They were not getting anything, and now it's a 7-point game. So definitely an improvement for Wilmington. Lexington's got a few things to work on.
All right, so we will be back for the start of the second half in about 9.5 minutes. See you then.
the fuck is going? Oh my god. Ready?
We're back for the start of the second half between Lexington and Wilmington. Right now, Lexington is leading by 7, but Wilmington came off a very strong second quarter.
Definitely. I mean, it feels like both teams are leaving out baskets that they could make. Sometimes the ball is just bouncing out. Sometimes they're just missing it off of bad shots. But right now, 29-22, a very manageable game for both teams.
Lexington starts off with the ball. This is Maddie Aguirres. Look for someone to pass to, gives it to Crenity. She's going to try a 3, and she knocks it down.
That is how you start the second half. Get the train moving on the track.
So Lexington's lead is back up to double digits for the first time since about midway through the second quarter. Now Eva Boudreau has it. Gives it to Jessica Collins. Puts up a tough shot. Can't bank it home. And the rebound is controlled by Maddie Parks. She gives it up to Kata Guris. Gets inside, lays it home.
Lexington's starting to get moving a little bit, making these shots left and right. Pretty soon it's going to be a 20-point lead. Wilmington needs, oh, what a steal by Maddie Parks. Oh, another one.
That shot's no good, but a foul called. That's Alessandra Del Genio. So a wild first minute of the second half.
It's a steal made of Austin. Steals spinning around left and right. Never know when you're going to get hit by one.
Possessions on the floor for Wilmington.
So it looks like the foul was called on the floor. So they get it into Roche. Back to Roche. She drives inside, defended by Kata Guris. Maddie Aguirres, that is. And the ball will go out of bounds. Lexington will keep it.
See what Wilmington can do here with a limited shot clock. You don't want to put up a bad shot, but you also don't want to wait too long.
Pass to Jessica Collins is defended well by Maddie Parks, but she keeps it in. Now Eva Boudreau back to Collins. She gets a good look at a 3, can't get it to fall. Now the rebound is stolen away and stolen right back. Kata Guris had it taken away from her, but Lily Metzger took it right back.
This is madness right now on a Tuesday night here in Lexington, Austin.
Maddie Parks drives inside, can't get it to go. Now the rebound almost taken away. Kata Guris hits the floor hard. Now here's Roche. She drives inside, can't get it to bounce. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Roche. Lexington will take it. Kata Guris looks to be a little shaken up, but she seems to be okay after taking a hard fall after going for that rebound.
This game is flying 190 right now, Austin. Lexington or Wilmington, one of these teams needs to calm it down, get back in control. Because right now, no one's going to get anywhere.
Stella Crenity can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. This one is for Maddie Parks. She can't get it to go. Kata Guris with another offensive rebound. And now a whistle. And we're going to get a foul. I believe a hold on Eva Boudreau of Wilmington. That's on the floor, so Lexington will keep it.
If Lexington can just have a strong finish to this possession here, take back control of this game. Obviously not a great pass there. Take back control of this game right now is all they need to do.
Here's Lily Metzger on the drive back out to Aguirres, gets a good look, knocks it down.
That's what I'm talking about right there, Austin. Easy buckets. The ball don't lie. Put it up, it's going to go in.
Now Eva Boudreau, defended by Kata Guris, gets a screen. Shot's no good, but a foul. That was called on Lily Metzger. She seemed to disagree with that. She thought,
Very choice call there by the refs. Lily Metzger is the only person in this arena that disagrees with that call.
Boudreau makes the first of 2 free throws, and now Bresnahan's going to check in. She had a very good second quarter.
Yeah, this is probably one of the keys to Wilmington getting back in this game is having Bresnahan on the floor making buckets.
Boudreau can't get the second free throw. Rebound is tipped, and it goes to Maddie Parks. She drives down the lane herself and lays it home.
Strong play there by Maddie Parks. Putting the team on her back.
Now, Eva Boudreau gets inside, can't finish. Rebound by Kata Guris. Up to Crinity. Good find to Metzger. Another good find to Maddie Parks and a heck of a reverse. And Wilmington's going to take a timeout. Lexington's lead is up to 17. That's their largest of the night with just under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Austin, I'm not a basketball expert, but when you have 3 people on one person on just one end of the court, that seems like a recipe for disaster. And it was there for Wilmington. Ended up with a Lexington bucket, and now the lead, it's climbing. It is climbing up that hill. That hill's going to become Mount Everest if Wilmington cannot find a solution here quick.
Whatever Lexington was talking about in the locker room, it's been working because they're really doing everything right. They're playing great defense, and on the offensive side of things, they're taking their time. They're looking for good shots. They're making the extra pass if they have to. We saw that twice on that last possession there. They'll do whatever it takes to get the easy bucket, and if that involves being unselfish, then so be it. It's a bucket.
Austin, it is a quick game. You cannot blink, and Lexington is doing a great job in this staring contest they call basketball. See what happens here for Wilmington out of the timeout. You obviously, once you call a timeout, you want to come out and be a little bit more aggressive, see a little bit more of a result on the scoreboard. If I'm Wilmington, I would love a little bit of a run here where you can get 2 or 3 in a row. And if I'm Lexington, I just want to hold this game at bay. If Wilmington's going to make a bucket, you got to make 2.
So Lexington brings out the same 5 players they just had on the court. The pass to Jessica Collins was almost taken away by Parks and almost was taken away again. And it goes off of Collins' knee out of bounds, so Lexington will keep it.
Maddie Parks has come out of the locker room a different animal. She has been amazing the start of the second half. Great pass there to Lily Metzger.
Stella Crinity defended tightly by Spizocco. She gives it to Kata Guris. Back to Crinity. Gives it to Metzger. Looks like she thought about a 3. Now Maddie Parks open in the corner. Knocks it down.
Ball movement, Austin. That is how you win basketball games. Clean, precise. That was amazing.
Lexington is up by 20 as Bresnahan's shot is no good but a foul. Lily Metzger upset again with the call.
Sometimes the calls aren't going to go your way. The ball's not going to bounce your way. At least the balls are bouncing their way tonight. Calls, maybe not.
Bresnahan airballs the first free throw. And Skylar Spencer will check in for Lily Metzger. Metzger, I believe, just picked up her 3rd foul, so it's not much of a surprise that they're going to bring her out for a little bit.
Telling you, taking her out and bringing her back in. She's still going to be just as aggressive, but maybe a little bit of a cool down, a little talk from Coach Steve Solly.
Bresnahan misses both free throws. Now on the other end, Crinity tried to get it to Parks, but instead she throws it off Bresnahan's legs and out of bounds.
Very interesting play there. Throwing it into the dirt. Ends up paying off, though.
Crinity to inbound. She gets it into Maddie Parks. Quick shot, banks it home.
Clean, quick. That was a great play there by Lexington.
Now here's Del Genio, gets it to bounce. That's Wilmington's first shot in a while. That goes down.
So what Wilmington needs is just start chipping away at it. Can't get it all at once, so you might as well get it one at a time.
Maddie Parks gives it to Crinity. She gives it to Skylar Spencer. Now Kata Guris drives inside. Shot is no good, but a foul.
That one almost fell there.
Wilmington fouls on number 15, Olivia.
But now 2 more chances to make up for that missed basket.
Foul, team second, shooting 2 for Lexington, number 24, Kate Aguris.
Guris misses the first free throw. And Eliza Jacob will check in for Maddie Aguris. Second free throw is good. Lead is up to 21 for Lexington.
See what Wilmington could do with this possession here. They're trailing by a lot, and
Jessica Collins lost it out of bounds off of Maddie Parks, so Wilmington will keep it.
Wilmington needs, I cannot stress that enough, Austin. They need at least something out of this possession. Aggressive defense by Maddie Parks there.
Collins drives inside. Good take, can't get it, but Bresnahan puts it back up and in.
Bresnahan is a basket-making machine right now. She is one of the brighter spots of this Wilmington lineup.
Now we're going to get an offensive foul on Maddie Parks. I think she got called for a charge there. So Wilmington will take over. And now Steve Solly's going to take a timeout. And I think he just wants to talk about how they can maintain this lead. They have blown this game wide open. They're up by 19 right now. Just a minute ago, they were up by 22. That's the most they've been up by tonight. And there's just over 3 minutes left in this quarter, and then it's just the fourth quarter, and that'll be it. So really, that's not a ton of time for Wilmington to come back. And if Lexington can just do everything that they've been doing so far, make a few shots, get a few defensive stops, then that should be enough for them.
Yeah, if I'm Lexington, I just want to keep this game in hand. Maybe Wilmington gets a few buckets here and there, but you want to keep it close. You want to keep it tight. Keep the lead as close to where it's at right now, where it is. And if you're Wilmington, if you're not hitting the panic button, you're inches away from it. It's a 19-point game. You cannot go late into the game down by this much. There's still enough time where they could get enough baskets and still be in this game enough. They need some big possessions and some misses by Lexington to work together in order for them to get back into this game. It's a tough task for any team to mount. We'll see if Wilmington can do it. I think one of the keys to that is Bresnahan. She has been rare. It has been rare that she has missed shots tonight. Other than from the free throw line, she has been amazing.
They do come out with Bresnahan on the floor. And Eva Boudreau to inbound. Now a baseball pass for Collins. She keeps it in, gets it to Bresnahan. Now Collins is going to try a three. Airballed, rebounded by Maddie Parks. Up ahead to Cerniti, down the lane, lays it home.
That was perfection. That was a picture. Take a snapshot, have Picasso paint it up for us. That was amazing.
Here's Jessica Collins. Tough pass inside. Shot's good by Olivia Spizocco.
Solid possession there for Wilmington. You just got to inch closer and closer if you can. But the way Lexington's playing right now, it's going to be not at all what Wilmington wanted.
Skylar Spencer's shot rims out, and it's tipped out of bounds by Kata Gurris, that is. Lexington. So Wilmington will keep it. Anunya checks in for Lexington. Maddie Parks will head out. And
Maddie Parks has been playing great so far today. Get her a little rest before she comes back in the fourth quarter.
This is Rita Roche to inbound for Wilmington. And now, Alessandra Del Genio is going to throw it off of Lexington just to make it go out of bounds on them.
Austin, you never expect to see something like that in a basketball game, but it seems like you always see it. It's something you see when you're playing in the driveway with your friends, but not often on the high school basketball court does that happen.
Now Del Genio tries to get it to Bresnahan. She was open, now she keeps it in, but it goes right back to Cerniti.
Great save by Bresnahan. Just the wrong team that it went back to.
Here's Eliza Jacob. Drives inside, can't get the shot to fall. 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Now Eliza Jacob gets a steal. Down the lane, takes it herself. Shot's good and a foul.
What a play Austin, here's my mind. It's blown.
She took it herself. She had the confidence to go up through heavy defense, and through the foul, she played through it. Now she's got a chance for a three-point play. And Kata Gurris is going to check out. Emma Stump will come in.
Austin, most of basketball is having the confidence to make the plays that you need to make. That was a great play right there. And hits the free throw, too.
So she converts the three-point play. The lead is back up to 22 for Lexington. Now Jessica Collins drives inside. Just misses the shot. Bresnahan with the rebound, and she will shoot two at the line. And I think if you're Lexington, you're okay with that. Based on how her last trip to the line went, I think you would much rather have her shooting two than getting an open layup.
That's obviously a more coincidental play. They obviously didn't go in thinking, all right, we're going to foul her so she can get to the line. But when you see who's going to the line, you're a little bit more happy knowing Bresnahan is going.
Free throw is airballed. And now Priya Pabla will come in. Stella Croniti will come out. She gets a nice ovation from the crowd. Second free throw is good.
Great coaching there from Jessica Robinson on the Wilmington sideline. First shot, airballed, had a little chat with the player. Second one goes right through, nothing but net.
Nunya gets it into Emma Stump. That pass is stolen away by Collins. Minute and a half left in the third. As Collins goes down the lane, the Euro step denied by Skylar Spencer. Now Emma Stump on the other end. Pass over the head of Nunya. Eliza Jacob takes it.
If you're Lexington, you want to settle this game down a little bit. It's getting a little too ramped up.
Skylar Spencer tries to drive inside. Pass tipped on the ground. Pabla comes away with it. Now Spencer's going to try a three. No good. Rebounded by Wilmington as Emma Stump hits the deck with just under a minute to play in the third quarter.
Jesus.
Now a whistle and a blocking foul called. That was Alessandra Del Genio for Wilmington, who drew the foul. And Skylar Spencer will be called for Lexington. Wilmington is in the bonus now, so they will shoot two at the line.
Never want to be in the bonus, especially this early, but I think with the lead that Ware is, you're not overly concerned at this point.
First free throw goes down. Now Olivia Spizzuko and Eva Boudreau will come in for Wilmington.
There goes Bresnahan back out of the game. Haven't really seen as much impact from her in the second half.
Del Genio misses the second free throw. Eva Boudreau falls down hard. No whistle, and Lexington has the ball. This is Eliza Jacob. She's open. That's a long two. It's short. Emma Stump with the rebound. Back to Jacob. Stump, wide open. Knocks it down.
Bang, bang. That is ball movement, Austin. That is what you love to see from Lexington. Up this much, and they're still making the plays they need to make. It's beautiful.
Pass inside to Spizzuko and a foul called.
With 22 seconds left here in the third quarter, if you're Lexington after these free throws, I would think you would want to hold on to the ball, take off some time, don't give Wilmington any extra possessions. I know the lead is where it's at 53-31 Lexington, but still, points are points. You don't want to give those up.
Priya Pablo was called for the foul on Lexington. So Olivia Spizzuko will have two at the line. She makes the first one. Second one is no good, rebounded by Nunya.
Perfect opportunity to slow things down here for Lexington, but will they continue to be aggressive?
Skylar Spencer drives. They are going to shoot it. Her shot is no good. Out of bounds, Wilmington will take the ball with 9.9 seconds left.
That was a hard hit on the wall by Spencer. Clearly all on the line here. Love to see the heart, especially with this big of a lead.
Eva Boudreau drives in, shots no
Put
good.
Up, put up.
And Emma Stump will just hold it. And that is going to do it for the third quarter. Lexington, a 21-point lead. They blew this game right open.
It is a massacre, Austin. People are looking away. They cannot believe what they have been seeing here in this that third quarter. And we still have 1 quarter to go, 53-32. That's about what the final score was when we were last in this gymnasium when Lexington was playing Belmont. Lexington could still add on. There's levels to this. They can keep on moving.
Yeah, we were nervous about this game going into the half when it looked like Wilmington was starting to mount a comeback. But as we said earlier, whatever Lexington discussed in the locker room, it worked. And
I don't think necessarily Wilmington's been playing horrible. I mean, they've put up 10 points. They've been playing fine. They've been playing at the pace of what the game was before the half. Problem is, Lexington took the volume. Maybe it was at a 4 or 5. They cranked it up to 10. What does Wilmington do in this fourth quarter, Austin? Are you playing for pride, or are you still trying to strategically go for that win?
I think to start, I think you definitely got to try for it. I mean, they scored 20 points in that second quarter, so they're going to need a little bit more than that and a few more defensive stops along the way. But you got 8 minutes left. That's enough time to try for something. So I'd see how that goes and then let that determine how you finish out the game.
The Wildcats of the Minutemen surely have put on a great show for us. We still have 1 more quarter, Austin. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait. It's almost like free basketball at this point.
Wilmington begins the fourth quarter with the ball. Alessandra Del Genio, defended by Eliza Jacob. She gives it to Boudreau. She's going to try a 3. No good. Rebounded by Emma Stump. Now Priya Pabla has it for Lexington. Drives inside, loses the ball, but Lexington will keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Refs are letting them play. Got to respect that at this point in the game. They're keeping their calls consistent. You'll love to see that.
Here's Priya Pabla. Drives inside, backs it out. Ananya. Pass tipped to Emma Stump. Inside, over the head of Skylar Spencer. And Wilmington will take the ball.
Bit of a miscommunication there for Lexington. Phone lines get crossed, and that's not something you want to see. They do have a big lead, but you don't necessarily want to rest on your laurels at this point.
Eva Boudreau tightly defended. And a travel is going to be called.
Haven't seen that much tonight from Wilmington, but when it's starting to matter a bit more, the mistakes are starting to bleed through.
Eliza Jacob gives it to Skylar Spencer. Priya Pabla has it. She's going to put up a 3. No good. Rebound on the ground, and a jump will be called. Lexington has possession, so they're going to keep it. With 7 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Sam Fortier will check back in. Ananya will come out.
See what Lexington can do here. Full shot clock. Almost like having a full tank of gas. You got anything you can do with it.
Possession remains with Lexington.
Looks like Lexington pulled the Wilmington move, or the driveway basketball move, of throwing it off the opponent's leg.
Just try and get reset there. It's a smart play.
Now Priya Pabla, a tough pass to Jacob. Over to Fortier. She's going to try a 3. Well, it was online. Just a little too much. And Wilmington will take the ball here. Still waiting on our first points of the fourth quarter.
It's crazy. We've gone so deep. It almost feels like the first quarter again, where we went so long without any points. Almost like a circle in this game. There's a strange bounce there for the ball.
Now Olivia Spizocco had the ball. And now I believe Priya Pabla is going to be called for a push. Jessica Collins and Bresnahan are ready to check back in.
Bresnahan was a force in the second quarter. We'll see if she can make the difference for her team as they try and claw back.
Looks like they're going to let them check in now before the free throw.
How nice the referees.
One of one is no good. Now Lexington controls the rebound. This is Eliza Jacob. Drives, pass fakes. Skylar Spencer drives inside. Little too strong there. Now a whistle and a reach on Lexington. That is going to be on Emma Stump. And Lily Metzger.
Spencer out of the game for Lily Metzger. Come back in this fourth quarter now. You can see where they're going to put the starters back in. This big of a lead, you don't want to force the issue, but bench players have been in for quite a while.
1 of 1 for Jessica Collins. And it's good. Second free throw is off. Rebound poked around, grabbed by Collins. Now working on the sidelines. The ball is out of bounds. Wilmington will keep it. And now Maddie Aguirre is going to check in. And Emma Stump will go out.
If you're Lexington right now, you want to just hold to as little as possible on defense and try and maintain what you have.
Boudreau's first shot is blocked, second shot is no good, and Lily Metzger has the rebound. Now Eliza Jacob has it with 6 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Lily Metzger thought about the three, instead drives inside, can't get the shot to go.
Lexington yet to get points here in the fourth quarter.
Up ahead, Spizocco knocks it down and a foul, so she's got a chance at a three-point play.
Honestly, Austin, there's a little bit of a spark right now for Wilmington. And look at that. A little bit of a timeout action. This is what happens. You get a little spark going, you call a timeout, you settle things down. It's almost like I can read minds, Austin. I know too much.
Yeah, you do. So, Lexington has just under 6 minutes left. They're up by 18 right now. It could potentially become 17 after this free throw. So, I feel like we've said this a lot, but they just have to discuss in this timeout how to close this game out, because they're almost there. I mean, time in these late game situations, sometimes it goes by faster than you think. So, really, they just got to hold on. And they've been doing a pretty good job so far this quarter, but they just need to be a little bit better. No more sloppy mistakes.
Definitely. You can feel, like I said, there's a little something for Wilmington where if this catches on, it's going to go. So Lexington just needs to take a little breather and just get back in the swing of things. Get back into that third quarter mentality where they came out guns blazing. They need that right now to make sure. I know what the scoreboard says, but mentally and mentally, this game is starting to shift a little bit. Lexington needs to shut it down.
Olivia Spizocco will have one shot at the free throw line. And it's good. So 17 points is the lead for Lexington. Eliza Jacob working on the sidelines, and a push is going to be called, or maybe an elbow on Jessica Collins. Originally, I thought they were saying she stepped out of bounds, which would have been totally incorrect.
Definitely, Austin. Glad to see the correct call was made. Gotta respect the rest.
Here's Lily Metzger with the ball. And now a carry is going to be called. Wilmington gets it right back.
Austin, here's the hand. It's starting to shake a little bit. Hairs are starting to stand up. You never know what's about to happen here. If Wilmington can get something on this possession.
They give it to Bresnahan. Well defended by Lily Metzger. Back to Bresnahan. Easy two there.
Uh-oh. Lexington needs some points on this possession here. They haven't gotten anything in the fourth quarter so far. They just need points.
Here's Lily Metzger. Gives it to Maddie Aguirre. She drives inside, gets it to go. And like you said, those are Lexington's first 2 points of this quarter. 5 minutes left to play. They're back up by 17.
It's a start, Austin. It's a start. They need to tighten up a little bit defensively. They've got this game in the bag.
Bresnahan shot is no good, but a foul. That was called on Lily Metzger. That is her 4th, I believe. Now Gloria Doyle's going to check in, and unsurprisingly, they're going to bring Lily Metzger out for a little bit.
Giving everyone some time here, late in the 4th quarter. See how Bresnahan does on the line.
First free throw is no good. I think some of the Lexington players thought that was a 1 of 1, but it's not, so she does get 2 shots, regardless of if she makes the first one or not. Skylar Spencer's going to check in. Priya Pablo will head out.
I'd love to see how aggressive Lexington's going to play this as we get into the wee hours of this game.
Second free throw is short again, but Wilmington gets the rebound. Jessica Collins for 3, that's no good.
So you can hear Coach Steve Solly saying, settle down. That's right, they're playing this game a little bit too fast. You just need to take a deep breath. You can't play up here. You gotta take a deep breath and move it down a little bit.
Sam Fortier on the drive. Gives it to Eliza Jacob. Inside, nice find for Maddie Aguirres, and she will get fouled, so she's got 2 at the line.
Smart play there by Eliza Jacob. Looked like she wanted to take that shot, hesitate a little bit, but then was like, you know what? Gonna make the smart play here, check it down. Maddie Aguirres picks up the foul. Textbook.
First personal foul, team's 4th. Lexington's Nadia Aguirres will shoot 2.
First free throw is no good. Right now, Coach Solly is talking with Eliza Jacob and Sam Fortier right now, just to go over something in the final 4.5 minutes of this game, as the second free throw is good, and Lexington's lead is back up to 18.
Once you get in your rhythm, those free throws are easy to make, but the first one's always the toughest.
That pass stolen away. Here's Eliza Jacob. Gives it to Maddie Aguirres. Back to Jacob. Now Sam Fortier. Steps back, doesn't take it. Eliza Jacob has it.
Doyle was open there, but takes it himself.
That shot is no good. 4 minutes left to play in the 4th. It's really becoming do or die time for Wilmington.
I am slamming that panic button right now if I am Wilmington. You need points. Possessions like that don't work, but it's going to stay Wilmington. Holding off on the substitutions at the moment.
Here's Jessica Collins off the inbound. Loses it. It's on the ground. And they're going to say that is not a backcourt violation because Gloria Doyle did tip it. Now the ball's on the ground. We're going to get a push on Bresnahan. So it will be Lexington's ball.
Austin, the amount of steals that Lexington is getting tonight, you'd think they were taking candy from a baby. It is amazing how many steals they have gotten on consecutive possessions. I am, for one, astonished.
Pass tipped away from Jacob. It will go out of bounds off Wilmington, so she's going to keep it. 3.5 minutes left to play now. Gloria Doyle gets it into Maddie Aguirres. Dangerous pass taken by Skylar Spencer. Now Gloria Doyle. Gives it to Eliza Jacob. Sam Fortier on the drive. Gives it to Doyle, and now it's stolen away. Shot's no good, but a foul. That was stolen by Alessandra Del Genio. Gloria Doyle will pick one up.
Great play by Doyle. Obviously, it ended up in a foul, but intentions of a block and good ideas there. Can't hate on good ideas, Austin.
Of course not. First one goes down. These are 2 much-needed free throws for Wilmington because there's only just a bit more than 3 minutes left, and it's becoming desperation time for them.
Need the rally caps on the stands here, Austin. Something happened. And here goes Wilmington. They need to set something up here. These final 3 minutes, very important. Honestly, the next minute of this game, from the 3-minute mark to the 2-minute mark, is the most important point. How close can Wilmington get it in that point? Because if we get down to a minute and it's still a 10-point game, I got to be honest, Austin, I don't see Wilmington making up that time.
Yeah, neither do I. And Wilmington knows that on the other side, they have a team who's going to be doing everything they can to run this clock out and take up a lot of time. So they got to figure out, how do they stop that? Usually that's going to involve like pressing up on defense, and we've been seeing them do that this game anyway. So I would be surprised if they don't do that here. And other than that, they just got to be a little bit more aggressive. I think you would prefer to foul them as opposed to letting them get a shot, because one, it's not the points aren't guaranteed, and it stops the clock. So that's what I would be thinking about if I were Wilmington.
Definitely. They have been pressing. You've seen it more noticeably. Lexington, they've been able to take some threes earlier in the game. Now they're having to go in, try and make something happen, and the ball, it gets loose, Austin. It's like a squirrel. It's hard to catch.
Gloria Doyle inbounds it to Sam Fortier. She gives it back to Doyle, who gives it to Eliza Jacob. She is doubled. Got to get it across half court here, and they do.
Looks like they're leaving Doyle open here. Oh, what a steal!
Jacob loses it. Olivia Spizocco lays it home.
Highway robbery there of that ball for Wilmington. That is, honestly, that's what they needed. That's a great play. They're playing solid defense. That timeout, honestly, it worked. It's still working. Another steal. Oh, my goodness. Can't have that.
Now a foul is called on the offensive rebound. Olivia Spizocco will have 2 at the line. The lead for Lexington is at 14 right now. If you're Olivia Spizocco, you got to make both of these here. Bring it down to a 12-point game.
Austin, what out of that timeout? Wilmington came out a different animal before. They were playing, before the team was playing like Wilmington. Coming out of the timeout, they're playing like Wildcats.
And now for
crazy.
the first time in a while, we're going to see Kata Guris and Stella Criniti check back in, 2 starters. So Coach Solly looks like he's a little concerned about their ability to close this game out.
You have to be. You can't react when it's too late. You have to get on it early.
Second free throw is good. It's a 12-point game. Stella Criniti off the inbound gives it back to Doyle. Now the pass through the hands of Sam Fortier. Wilmington's ball. Bresnahan's going to check back in for Wilmington. 2.5 minutes left to play here.
Here are the Tides, Austin. They're turning. This is wild. We're in a hurricane right now. This is wild. Now Maddie Parks coming back in for Gloria Doyle. Steve Solly definitely, may I say it, shaken in his boots.
This is almost the entire starting 5 for Lexington. The only player who's missing is Lily Metzger. Quick 3 off the pass is no good.
That is not the best play there.
Kata Guris looks like she got either hit in the face or scratched in the eye.
If you're Wilmington, you just have to play smart. That was not a smart shot, to be honest with you, Austin. And that's something you can't have when you're trying to come back late in the game. And you have momentum. You got to put up smart shots.
Here's Sam Fortier. Drives inside. Gives it to Kata Guris, who gives it to Maddie Parks. Drives inside. Shot's no good. No foul. Now Wilmington's got to go inside of 2 minutes. Here's Olivia Spizocco. Loses the ball. Out of bounds. Lexington's ball.
You could tell at the end of that play she was diving really good for a foul, trying to get the call on her. And see Aguirre's coming out of the game, get checked on. Obviously something wrong with, I think it was her eye.
Yeah,
you mentioned that,
looks
Austin.
like her right eye. She is not taking her hand off of it.
Hope all the best for her.
So here's Stella Criniti after we almost got taken out by a few players. Now Maddie Parks.
Continued press, but not doubling anymore here for Wilmington. Oh, no!
Pass thrown away. That's going to be a backcourt. The thing is, though, Lexington is taking up a lot of time on their possessions. They took a lot of the shot clock there. There's only a minute 28 now, which, if we're speaking realistically, does not look like enough time for Wilmington to come back.
Austin, if you're Wilmington, you cannot look at the clock and get scared and put up a 3. You got to be smart, take good shots. Oh, never mind. They're going to put up a 3 anyway.
That was on cue. Boudreau's shot is no good. Maddie Parks loses it on the other end. Here's Jessica Collins.
Oh my
Poked
goodness.
out by Crinity. That's a great defensive play there.
Approval denied. Great play by Stella Crinity. Locked down.
So Wilmington's going to take a timeout. This is their last chance here. There's only 1:09 left. They're down by 12. They are going to need a miracle here if they want to pull this one out.
Austin, it feels like in the last few possessions, Wilmington hasn't been putting up the smartest shot. You saw it down there. You have to at some point hear footsteps and know, all right, I'm not going to put up this shot. I'm going to get blocked. It doesn't feel like Wilmington is really putting those puzzle pieces together to make things work. And at this point, it's probably going to be them throwing up threes and a 50-50 chance of it going in and not. And if they fall, it's going to be a very entertaining game. But I don't see them getting as many points as they need. But they're down 12 right now with 1:09 left. That's almost insurmountable.
And Lexington should probably prepare for more of that press defense, the full court press. And if I'm Coach Solly, I might send my 5 best free throw shooters out there because they're probably looking at some intentional fouls on the way.
Definitely. I noticed that last defensive possession didn't necessarily have that tight double as they did in possessions previous. They just kind of played tight, and it ended up working. They're all playing. Look at that. They're all on the line right now for Wilmington. Getting in line for school lunch. We're playing basketball.
Eva Boudreau will inbound. 1:09 left. She gives it to Bresnahan. Her shot is no good. Now Maddie Parks has the rebound for Lexington. Tipped away, but a foul is going to be called. That's Alessandra Del Genio who will pick one up. 1 minute, 2 seconds left. And Rita Roche is going to come in. Bresnahan's going to check out. If that's her night, despite how the rest of the game went, she had a heck of a night.
She had a great second quarter. I'd say a little more inconsistency in the quarters following that, but her impact was definitely felt tonight for Wilmington.
1 of 1 is good by Maddie Parks. Oh, and now Bresnahan's going to check right back in, and Roche is going to check right back out.
That was a very interesting call there.
It's a very weird sequence.
Once you start fouling, Austin, it feels like you're kind of running out of options, and you're just giving opportunities for free points.
Parks misses the second free throw. We're inside of a minute to play. Lexington leads by 13. Collins nearly throws the pass away, but a blocking foul will be called on Maddie Aguirres with 56 seconds left. Wilmington is in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus for that matter. So she will have 2 at the line.
Is it the worst thing if Lexington just fouls right now to take away the opportunity to make a 3? Just let them go to the line?
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
I mean, they're up by enough right now, up by 13, pending the free throw. Now they're up by 12, obviously. But if you foul now, it's not like they're going to get more than 2 points per possession, and they're going to foul you, so you're going to get a chance at 2 points per possession. Locked in a stalemate.
Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound by Boudreau.
Gotta make that. Oh.
Putback is just short. Maddie Parks trapped in the corner. And Steve Solly called a timeout before Wilmington had a chance to take advantage of that situation. 47.5 seconds left. Lexington has a 12-point lead.
Austin, you can't let it get out of hand at this point. I don't know how you would, but I think you just gotta hold on. You just gotta hold the ball. It's like a running back football. You just gotta have an iron grip because you can't be giving away the ball like that. You can't be having a steal.
Yeah, I think letting them foul is much better than trying some ridiculous pass and throwing the ball away to the other team. I mean, there's only 47.5 seconds left, and Lexington has a 12-point lead. So, really, that's what they could do for the whole game is just hold the ball and let them get fouled. And if they make the shots and get a few defensive stops, then Wilmington might just give up and realize that there's no chance, and that would be the end of it.
Not the most entertaining basketball, but it gets the job done.
Crinity
wide open.
Wide open. Crinity.
Hold it. There you go. Good
So
ball
Maddie
movement
Aguirre
here.
got across half court. They do. Maddie Parks just going to hold it. She had an open shot, didn't take it. Being smart there.
Smart ball. Big brain moment.
Stella Cronitti's just going to hold it. 6 to shoot for Maddie Parks. Pass inside on the ground. Taken by Anunya. You got to put up a shot here. That'll be a shot clock violation.
Not the worst thing. That's 30 seconds off the clock, Austin.
Yeah.
At this point, it seems like I would be telling you a fib if I said that Wilmington was still in this game competitively. They're going to keep trying. They're going to put up a 3 here, hopefully. If they put up a 2, I don't know what they're doing, but they're probably going to put up a 3 here.
12 seconds left. Eva Boudreau's going to put up a 3. She knocks it down.
Where was that the past 2 minutes? My goodness.
So I guess that's a good...
Mixology. John Taffer in the house. Oh, my goodness. That's ball game.
So that'll do it. Lexington has back-to-back wins at home. They win this one by a final score of 57 to 48. It got a little out of hand towards the end. That was a little bit crazier than the last game we saw. But at the end of the day, they got the job done.
Austin, that's 1, 2, 3 in a row for Lexington. The hype train is moving, and nobody can stand in the way. We'll see if they can maintain this win streak.
All right, so again, that's our final today. Lexington wins it 57 to 48. I'm Austin. He's Duncan. We'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Peace out.